Hi, and welcome to Bootleggers Run. As we approach our first rollover, I thought it would be helpful to do a quick tutorial video on how to collect your runner's rewards through the program. There's a couple things that are important to know, and so I'm going to go through those now. So here we have our dashboard with our runs going on it, and here is the list of your runs sorted by when they pay out. And so as the timestamps come across during the time on the first day or whenever you're doing this, the status will change from running locked to run complete. So when you see that change, that means that the run has completed and it is ready to pay out. A real important thing to understand is that you're not interfacing with a smart contract to get the payout. We are paying out to your wallet via airdrop. So the minute you do this, don't expect to see the funds in your wallet. I'll show you how to check for that as we go through this tutorial. So what you're doing though here is you're just basically ending the run from your perspective and also seeing what the outcome of your run was. As you remember, there are 4 different outcome types. Unless you have a bribe on your run, and then the busted outcome will not occur. So you would have one of 3 outcomes. So what you want to do is when you get the run complete status is just go ahead and click on it. And when you do that, it will bring up your result. So in this particular case, this was a successful run, meaning just the normal run, and you're getting the normal payout. So no bonus and no breakdown, just the normal. So now you know what you are going to receive, and you can go ahead and close this. Now, before I do that, you'll notice that I set the type for rollover, not cash out, which means you will then automatically start a new run. So let's take a look at that. So when you hit close, what happens is the page will refresh, and it will then add that run to the bottom here because it's just started now, and it's back in the open status. And also any bribes have been removed because the bribes are per run, so it's just reset. The run number will stay the same because it's the same instance of that run. It'll just drop to the bottom and give you all of this information. It will also then go to the end of your list of images here, so I can see now at the end I have it here and there's no bribe on it yet. So I can add a bribe or have my boss add a bribe. So that's basically all you need to do to finish out the run. Now you'll then notice also if you go down to your history, there will be the history of this run, what type of payout, and that you're awaiting payout. And then it'll show you the amount based on the outcome that you were rewarded. And so you'll see there'll be a transaction ID that you can click on a link to see it on chain as soon as we complete it. So that's what you're looking for. As soon as you see this transaction ID update from not available to an actual link, then you'll know that the funds have been sent to your wallet. So you just need to look at that. In some cases, we may do this ahead of time, so it'll be there already. In other cases, you might have to wait a couple of hours until we actually process all of the runs and pay them out all at once. So it'll happen during the same day. It's just not exactly sure when relative to when you do this action. So anyway, you'll be looking for that, and you will then see the transaction ID, and you will then be able to check your wallet, and you'll have it there. Now, if you do choose cash out instead of rollover, then what will happen is obviously this new run won't appear, and this won't appear. Nothing will appear. The run will be ended. You'll still get this down here, and then you'll also receive your principal amount back as a separate transaction from the actual rewards. So whatever level you had, you would then receive that full amount back as well. And it would happen around the same time. It won't be the same transaction ID necessarily. And that's another thing to note. If you have multiple runs that are all ending on the same day, we will pay that as a bulk amount. So you may see 3 or 4 different runs and the transaction ID will be the same, because we'll send you just one lump sum for all of those that ended in that day. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask in the Telegram chat. And the only other thing I would just note is, obviously this is our first rollover. We've tested everything, but if you run into any problems, don't panic. And nothing that could happen here can't be fixed. So if you do run into a problem, just let us know in the chat and we will take care of it for you. Thanks.